bringing another back-to-school edition of JBS to you today. We've got one of the fast rising stars of the 2024 class coming to us from Florida. Escaped the Jersey for a while, down in the Disney area, and taking some time on his birthday just to talk to all of us. Landon Mack, thank you for taking a few minutes.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Definitely. Tell us what the summer's been like for you, because you obviously popped up quite a bit on with JMac in our summer kind of report card, and you're seeing clips of you doing great things at all the PG events with USA Elite, the national team. Tell us what the summer's been like, and kind of feel like taking off into that upper echelon of players. And it seems like once you committed to Rutgers, everything skyrocketed.
Yeah, first off, thank you for the summer recap. That was awesome. And so summer started off pretty much last day of school. We were finishing up finals, and flew right down from the school. And I started off my first tournament, Lake Point, Georgia, at the NPI. And a brand new team. The guys were all great. We bonded, just like that. And that's kind of like, when it all started up, I felt good, came out and pitched the first game, pitched great. And then shortly after that, we did the Perfect Game Junior National. And, right there, it was like, it was beautiful weather, great competition. It was awesome. And, since then, the rest of the summer, it's been, nonstop traveling and, taking this last week off it's been really nice.
Yep. Now, we mentioned start of May, making your verbal commitment to kind of that New Jersey revolution taking place at Rutgers, and the grade 22 and 23 class coming up, and your class, the 24, is really starting to fill out. Tell us about Rutgers, what got you pumped about that program there, and how it did help your frame of mind, the rest of the high school year, and what's happened so far this summer.
Yeah, absolutely. So my commitment in early May, it was about halfway through the high school season. And the one thing that drew me to them that I loved was the grittiness of the program, like the way that their mindsets have changed in the last couple of years. Coach Owens, I love Coach Owens' mindset. And Coach Monahan, I can go to literally anything about. I can talk to him about anything. And I love the coaches there. I love the program. I love the mindset. I love the campus. Everything. It was too good to resist.
Definitely. So we've always kind of hit along the way, and we've. Pitching's always been fun, but that really took off velocity-wise this year into the upper 80s. Is that just a strength, hard work over the winter? Tell us who you train with and how that's allowed you to kind of take both to the next level where Rutgers is certainly considering. They didn't tell you one way or the other yet. Let's see what happens.
Yes, sir. So, in the winter, I was doing, training just for gaining weight with Christian Lea at AR Escape. And then I was with Pitchers Inc., run by Johnny McAdams. And he had a pitching clinic there that I did and kept my arm, in shape, healthy. And then come time for school felt great.
Felt stronger than ever, I'm sure, and able to kind of maintain it, not just through the high school season, but the summer season too.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a struggle, was, maintaining pitch count, keeping it low, or, just keeping it consistent at least. And, with college, in the future, I don't want to do too much now. I don't want to try to impress anybody. I just want to stay healthy and progress, just for that college, first year of college.
Yep. So what are plans for fall and winter now? The commitment's done. Eustace, a little bit slippage from what they, where they've been the last couple of years, but I think probably only natural given the graduation losses and, a couple of other guys not returning. But, the next generation of guys like you and Trey and people like that kind of moving in now and taking charge, I feel like kind of working towards 2023 is a huge year.
Yeah, it was pretty hard losing some of those guys, Ant, Davey, and they were, great captains. Their leadership was off the charts, and I mean, just
can't replace them.
Stud athletes. I mean,
yep.
Yeah, they're great, and it was a little bit, of a struggle this year, but keeping everything positive. Like, I think we did a great job. A lot of people were like, "Oh, you don't have this person, you don't have this person. You guys aren't gonna, be good." And I mean, I think we turned a lot of heads. Kind of caught people by surprise. A lot of young names coming up in the program and showing out. And some of our freshmen from last year, I see them now. They're throwing mid 80s, and it's like, like we're gonna be solid. And we've all got this mentality, this killer instinct, and I couldn't be more proud of all of them. And our leadership for the seniors this next year is off the charts. I wouldn't call it maturing necessarily, but like we're kind of filling in the shoes right now.
Yeah. Individually, what's the hope for you to be ready to go by for mid-March? What are you going to be working
on? So I'm going to start picking up with the strength and conditioning, and then by November I'll be doing the Pitchers Inc. program, and try to stay healthy, try to gain weight, and then come out early for high school season, right around January, February area. Start throwing again, and hopefully I'll gain a couple of miles an hour.
Some extra weight, some miles an hour, right?
Yeah.
So it'll be same kind of two-way again. Obviously, it's short and filling in on the mound as necessary. It's probably too early to decide, but is it where you kind of like both equally? I mean, I can't ever imagine you're gonna, no matter what, love the PO life where you're just pitching and doing nothing the few other days. So maybe it's a good thing you're doing both, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I feel like I'm leaning more towards the PO lifestyle, but it's gonna be hard to put down the bat since I've been doing it for so long. And like I said earlier, it's kind of like, I'll be on like a 2-game slump or something like that. I'll be like, oh, I want to be a PO. I suck, blah, blah, blah. And then I go and hit 2-3 doubles, and I'm like, oh, this is great. Like, I'm going to be a 2-way. And it's like, it's on and off, but it's kind of a hard decision for me to make right now. 'Cause I mean, I still feel like I'm equally good at both.
Yeah.
But again, I think I'm starting to lean towards that PO side.
And whatever gets you on the field fastest, right? That's the important thing, right? So, one thing that a lot of people know, but probably not everybody that is watching this and has seen your progression. When you were 3, found out that you were type 1 diabetic.
Mm-hmm.
There have been people along the way that have, that you've looked up to and I guess sort of used to as inspiration. Why is it important to you now as you're getting into that more prominent role to be able to help others that may not know who to turn to or may not have that example of hey, it's an obstacle, but it's 2022. I mean, there's a lot of things in place that I can I just got to learn, I got to overcome it.
Yeah, so first and foremost, like the way that I look at it, I don't really feel any different. I don't expect anyone else to treat me any different. Growing up, I had Devin Smeltzer. At the time, he was like 15 or 16. He was Bishop Eustace guy. And I was about 8 or 9. And it was in the old Arsenal facility in Voorhees. Asked him to play catch, and after that, it was like, he was writing me messages, keep my head up, and stay strong and stuff like that. I mean, now he's pitching for the Twins organization, which is crazy. And, I'm so thankful that I had him because I don't think I'd make it this far without him. But, like for anyone out there that, has kind of a speed bump, like just keep powering through. it's not, impossible. You can do anything.
Yeah. Now, besides Devin, who, what's helped kind of keep things in perspective for you? What's kind of, helped you be able to have the success that you have?
Well, I would say it's that, keep going mentality. I mean, I still reach out to him to this day, whether it's, messing with him, or, like asking for advice. He's such a good guy. I can go and talk to him about anything, and to see the progress he's made and the goals he's achieved, like, it's inspiring. I think that's what keeps me going, because I want to be like him, and hopefully other people want to be like him too.
Yep. Was there ever a time that you kind of doubted that you could do what you're doing now? I mean, maybe when you were younger, and having people to turn to help kind of pull you out of it?
Yeah, so right around 12 or 13 my work ethic, I have to admit, was not, it wasn't very good. I was just kind of being a kid, and I wasn't, like, being a pro baseball player was always kind of the dream, but like it kind of felt unrealistic. Like it was just, kind of a thought, not a dream. And right around like 14 or 15 years old, I started to put on weight, started to gain velocity. I was hitting better, stuff like that. That's when I was like I'm gonna do this.
Yeah. Now you got a CGM, or a sensor that kind of keeps, as you said, you don't have to do any of the work really. It kind of does everything for
the technology nowadays. It's like it does it by itself. It's crazy.
Except sometimes it goes off in bad spots, right?
Yeah, sometimes on the mound, sometimes in the pool. Never know when it's gonna fall off.
Yeah. Was the worst as it fell off during the season, and nobody really knew what to do? Was that I guess happened early in the year, right?
Yeah, so that first playoff game against, or not playoff, the first game against Jackson Memorial, it was.
Yep.
Um, yeah, Trope put me in, and I was wearing long sleeves, and I felt it come off, and I was kind of like feeling for my arm, and Trope thought that I like tore something or hurt my arm, something like that, so he's freaking out. And then my catcher Trey, as Trope's running out, he's trying to calm him down, saying it's just a CGM, he's fine. And I was looking around for it, and I couldn't find it anywhere around the mound. And then apparently it flew off on my follow through in between the mound and second base. And for anyone who's like watching that game on the BFA Live Sports, you can see it like fall out of my sleeve on the throw. It's a little discreet, but you can see it.
And Trope's coached for like 1,000+ games. I got to think that's something he's never, like they say, you always see something new. I mean, I don't think he's ever had a pitcher's sensor fall off in the middle of a game. That's got to be something new for Trope, right?
Yeah, I mean, 700 wins. That is going, I think, to his 37th year as a Bishop Eustace baseball coach. I mean, it's insane. I give him a lot of credit for what he does, and we love his old school coach, approach. But yeah, I don't I don't think he's ever had to deal with the CGM falling off.
Way too much technology for the poor guy. You mentioned Trey Martin. You've been close with him for years, right?
Yes, sir.
Being able to throw to one of your best friends, got to be a good feeling. Got to be a lot of fun, and have that connection with the catcher too.
Yeah. So I think 8 or 10 years old. I actually guest played with Haddonfield Hammer in Ripken, and that's how we met. I was actually friends with another kid, but I went and played on their team, and Trey and I just clicked. And I mean, he came over to Arsenal like a year or two later, and like 10 through high school. It's going to be up until senior year. We've been playing ball together. And another guy, Jack Kirkner, I've been playing with forever. He's also a Rutgers commit. I played with him since I was like 8, and I mean,
you'll be playing with him forever.
Yeah, it's been like it'll be like 14 years or something like that. And I mean, it's like it's crazy just to think about like at 8 years old, like who would have thought that we'd be playing all through college together?
Don't tell me you were bigger than Jack at that age.
No, he's been a tank, and he always was.
He's always been a mountain that can play baseball, right?
Oh yeah, he was quite the athletic shortstop back in the day too. He used to hit bombs. He made diving plays all the time, and so he took my position for a couple of games. I'm not gonna lie. He was a shortstop. I was playing second.
Yeah, but we're gonna say there's no chance that either Trope or Coach Owens ever puts him at shortstop. I think.
I mean, he's fighting for BP rounds, and we'll let him take some at bats in game, and he's been pretty successful. But yeah, he's dominant on the mound. I mean,
If he gets into one,
I'm gonna go to college with him.
I feel like if he gets into one, it's going 400 feet though.
Oh my gosh, yeah. His Nicky Delgado, he's our BP thrower. He does great BP. Little firm too. So like if you barrel one and Jack has those, he hits the ball so far.
Favorite player to watch in the majors? Anybody that you kind of like to not pattern yourself after, but really like watching?
Couple guys. O'Neal Cruz right now is just he's insane. I love watching him. Juan Soto, Francisco Lindor, like they're all Jazz Chisholm, like they're all super electric, energetic guys. I love watching them
play. You say you like the PO life, but I'm not hearing pitchers there really.
Pitchers in the MLB, like I don't see much personality, so like I don't really know. Some guys get fired up, like what's his name, Karinchak or something like that.
Yeah.
But he's like, he's electric. I like him, but yeah.
So you like the guys that have a little flair to them too?
Yeah, a little bit.
Got to play that way, right? It's got to be fun, or else you're not going to play your best.
Yes, sir.
One thing that we don't know about Landon Mack that we probably will down the road.
This is a tough one. Does it have to be like a fun fact, or is it like something applicable to base?
Open-ended.
I can do a backflip.
Can you?
Yeah.
Can you do one like right now?
I'm on a pretty slim porch.
I was gonna say, do we? Oh yeah, we don't want
to. I don't know about that.
And this is a new house that we just got down there. We're not destroying the house just to prove a point.
Try not to.
We will have to hold you to that then, maybe at a Eustace game or something this year.
Yeah, maybe when I close out a game, I'll end the game on the back.
Yes, and you set off a whole new celebration. I like it.
Yeah.
Landon, we appreciate the time you spent here today. I know you got a lot going on to get ready for the school year. Awesome to see what you did this summer, and even better, we get to see how you follow it up this year coming up.
No problem. Thank you for having me, and thank you for all you do.
Definitely. We'll talk to you soon, and crush it in fall, and get Jack out at shortstop again for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Thanks, Landon.
No problem. Thank you.